Hello, hello. Welcome to day 1352 of Connecting the Thoughts. Quote for today is Perspective defines what we reap. Perspective defines what we reap. And what do I mean by this? Your perspective of a situation will give the definition to what you reap. More on this on the other side of the show. Real tag a friend who needs to receive this message. And if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe to the YouTube channel because here's where I post daily videos on the little things that make life big. Welcome back to the conversation. We are today on day 1352 of Connecting the Thoughts. Quote for today is Perspective defines what we reap. And what do I mean by this? You've probably heard the saying, right? You reap what you sow you reap, blah blah blah. Agreed. I'm not taking away from that conversation. I'm not saying anything about that. Yes, obviously, what you sow you reap. However, perspective defines what you reap. Some of us put in a lot of hard work and we get the result, we get the crop from it, we get the fruit from it. However, if your perspective is narrow, if your perspective is of a scarcity mindset, is of someone who constantly likes to bully yourself and it's not good enough concept, then no matter how successful your harvest is, you're not going to enjoy what you have reaped. So, perspective defines what you reap. Yes, this is what I mean. Isn't that interesting? So, always have a good perspective to things. Always have a perspective of how does it get any better than this? What else is possible? Imagine if you've been in a place where you're struggling with your health goals, or probably, okay, for instance, weight. Let's take weight, because when you're having your new year resolutions, a lot of us like to have that target of losing weight or whatever. Now imagine if you've been putting a lot of effort into it. You've been dieting, you've been exercising, you've been doing a lot of stuff. However, after 2 weeks of putting in all that effort, when you stand on the scales and you don't see the results that you would have liked to, what if you beat yourself down? What if you start saying things that are not really pleasant? you know what if you start so much is possible, exactly. So what if you stand on the scales and then you start beating yourself down? What if you start bullying yourself? What if you say, this is not good enough, I can never get there, blah blah blah? So although you have made some progress, you are not choosing to look at that progress, and you are choosing to look at what you have not achieved, and therefore your perspective has defined what you reaped. Think about that. So it's important to have a great perspective. It's important to have a positive perspective, to have an open minded perspective, having a perspective of abundance and gratitude. Gratitude, my friend, you always have to have gratitude. If you cannot have gratitude in times of difficulty, then you really can't get past it. Honestly, I mean, I'm just going to say it to you as it is. A lot of people are going through rough times. I do understand, and they might listen to this video and say it's easy for you to say, because you're not in our situation. I understand that I am not in your situation, but yes, I've been through challenges of my own, and what has helped me is to have patience. What has helped me to be kind to myself, and what has helped me is to be grateful. Yes, even in the difficult times, I can be grateful, because yes, it might be that there's so much wrong that's going on. But somewhere in the corner, if I look at my life, I know that there is so much that I can be grateful for. I'm breathing, I'm alive, I have another opportunity to do something with the day. I have the opportunity to have a glass of water, reach out and get a glass of water for myself, wash my hands, take a shower in fresh, clean water. There are so many things that I can be very, very grateful for. So, have a perspective of gratitude, have a perspective of abundance, stop bullying yourself, be patient, and be kind to yourself. Hi, Enrique. Thank you for joining. He says so much is possible. And Enrique says, I've switched weight watching to healthy living. The weight will go away. Absolutely. And also, gratitude is where it all begins. So, so true. Ryle says, yes, everything is looking fine, but limits, boundaries should not be ignored. I wonder why we should be looking at limits, boundaries should not be ignored. Tell me a little more about this, Rahil. What are you trying to get there? When you say boundaries, are you talking about boundaries between yourself and others, respecting your space? Because yes, if that's what you're talking about, absolutely, respecting people's boundaries, understanding that you need to give people space when they need it, give yourself space when you need it, and then move forward accordingly. So have the right perspective, have the right focus, and move forward. This is very interesting because on Wise Wednesdays this week, as in tomorrow, 9 p.m., I am speaking about the shadow self. This is something very fascinating. I've gotten a little deep into this topic and this conversation, and I have found it really, really enlightening for myself. And so I thought, why not? And so tomorrow's expert is speaking about understanding your shadow self, something that is really going to wake you up to a lot of things, because the shadow self is actually the repressed, those part of yourself that you are repressing, that you are putting away. And hey, Mark is watching. Thank you so much. There you go. My star speaker is watching as well. Mark is watching, and he is fabulous. I've had a session with him just this week, and it was beautiful. So when he speaks, he literally drops gems, let's just say it this way. So that's how my session with him went, and that is why I am also bringing this conversation to the table on Wise Wednesdays, and we will be talking about understanding your shadow self, and this is going to be super, super fabulous for you guys. There's so much that you're going to learn about yourself, about the people around you, and about why we do what we do and why they might be doing what they are doing. So tune in tomorrow, 9 p.m. Listen in. And Mark, as I said, is a gem, and he literally drops gems when he's speaking. So do not miss that one. So if this conversation has been of value to you, please write in comments saying, I am grateful. Yes, because as I said, it's your perspective that defines what you reap. So come from a place of gratitude, appreciate what you have received. Do not look for what is missing, but appreciate what you have, so that that grows and you are able to get more from it. I am grateful. In comments, if this conversation has been of value to you, tag a friend who needs to receive this message. And again, if you haven't subscribed already to the YouTube channel, please do, and bring in friends, and I will see you tomorrow. Until tomorrow, keep smiling, keep shining, stay safe, and thank you for connecting the thoughts with me. Thank you so, so much. Thank you, Mark. And I am grateful for you. Looking forward to our conversation tomorrow. Thanks.